Hello, it's me, Rhiannon here, and guess what today is? It's my 24th birthday. Yes, I have spent 24 fantastic years on this planet we call Earth, and from birth to 24, I have read basically loads of books. But today is my thoughts on a book I have just read, a book which I haven't got a physical copy of because I had to go back to the library because other people want to read it, and that is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I wasn't sure about this book, to be honest. I did get into it at the end, but it was only when, the book really got into the fast-paced, action in the second half. I have ordered from the library the second book, The Scorch Trials, so I'm picking that up tomorrow, because I do really want to read the series, because I did like it. Now, I'm just going to say this really quickly. If you're going to read The Maze Runner after you finish the Hunger Games series, I would wait a couple of days to get the Hunger Games out of your head before you read The Maze Runner. I've heard a lot of people comparing this to the Hunger Games. I read it and it's nothing like the Hunger Games. I wouldn't compare the two. The Hunger Games and The Maze Runner are totally different books, to be honest. A, one of them's set in a game, and B, the other is set in a maze. I love the concept of The Maze Runner being set in a maze. I have since I was a child of trying to get to the middle of the maze and then not being able to come out from the middle of the maze. And that's my biggest fear, is being trapped in the maze. And James Dashner has created a world in a maze. He's created these fantastic characters that create their own language in this maze. And basically, The Maze Runner is about a guy called Thomas who wakes up in this metal elevator, and oh my god, he doesn't know who he is. He only knows his first name. He knows stuff. He does know things, basically. He knows what school is, but he has no memories connected to that, basically. And he wakes up in this elevator, and it's like he's met by a group of boys. And I don't know if anybody else will compare it, but in my head, I had, oh my god, it's Lord of the Flies, Blood in the Maze, and a dystopian future. If you haven't read Lord of the Flies, I think you should read it as well while you're reading The Maze Runner, because I was in my head screaming, Lord of the Flies. It had concepts of Lord of the Flies in there. A group of boys trying to survive, trying to be, trying to keep the law, trying to, keep everything ticking over while they're in this maze and while they're figuring how to get out. So Thomas arrives, and he's met by a group of boys in this glade sort of thing, and there's a door that opens and shuts each night. Outside of this door there are creatures which I envisaged as metal slugs, but obviously they move far more quicker than slugs, and with vicious teeth and red eyes. That's what I envisioned, called Grievers, and the boys are terrified of the Grievers. They're terrified of this thing called the Changing Room. Oh, it was really good. And then this girl arrives and brings a message that everything's going to change, basically, and that she's the last one. And, oh my god, I think the boys are terrified of this girl, because, oh my god, it's a girl in a group of boys, what's going to happen? And basically, through the first part of the book, she's in a coma when she wakes up, and she can only talk to Thomas in his mind, which freaks Thomas out a bit, and he thinks he knows her, but he doesn't know where from, so, and then the second part of the book, which I don't want to spoil, really gets going, and the ending is kind of on a bit of a cliffhanger. So, I love The Maze Runner. The Maze Runner is so good, but yes, again, you can't compare it to The Hunger Games. They're two different books. The Hunger Games and The Maze Runner are two different books, and if you're thinking it's going to be like The Hunger Games, you're in for a rough ride, basically. But yeah, any dystopian book that says like The Hunger Games or this is true, but if they start comparing it to The Hunger Games, you'll be disappointed, basically. the first part of the book is very slow. You do have to get into it. You do have to, you know, not rush to read it, to be honest. The characters, I basically couldn't pick a character to choose from, and once I liked a character, they either, you know, didn't survive, or, you know, but Thomas is a really good character, and all the character developments are brilliant, and the plot's brilliant, and the video game is an original idea. How many books do you know that set in the way and they have to survive? How many books do you know that has that concept? And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting Scorched Trials out tomorrow and reading that, because I really want to know what's going to happen next, basically. And my other book cover was brilliant. I do prefer the American cover though, to be honest, and I'm just trying to find it on my phone. I took a picture of it for my blog, which didn't stand right if you want to see a more detailed review done on here. Basically, my book cover was black. It had the Maze Runner in gold. It had Remember, Survive, Run, and yeah, it was a bit cracked because, like I said, it was raw. I don't know if you can see that there. It's probably like, there it is. The Maze Runner. See, it was black with like gold lettering with a boy running in the R. And yeah, Remember, Survive, Run. That's what they had to do with that book. Remember, survive, and run. And while I'm here, like I said, it's my birthday today. Woo! 24. Yay! I hope my 24th year brings me really brilliant books and stuff like that. So I went to WH Smith. I bought loads of books last Saturday. I only bought one book today because it was a birthday present to myself. I got birthday money, which I'm kind of saving up for a Kindle Fire, and I want to get a Kindle Fire so I can read a book. And I love Kindles because you can buy a book, and then if you don't want to keep it, you can delete it. If you don't like the book, you can delete the book. Love the concept of Kindles, but I want the Kindle Fire because you get the books in colour instead of black and white, basically. And if they have illustrations, that is going to be so awesome. So yeah, so I bought this book. I bought a book that everybody's been mentioning recently on YouTube, and it's called The Diviners by Libba Bray. I've heard so much good things about this book, and I really can't wait to read it. I like the whole history of the 1920s, and this book cover is. This book cover, I love the book cover. I got it in direction from the UK, so I love this book cover. That is so 1920s. That speaks 1920s, and I might even try and see if I can get The Great Gatsby out, because I do like that era. And I do. I love the back. Look at the back. That's got a spooky eye at the back. Yeah, my book cover is all silver. It's silver. It's got I don't know if you can see that, but it's really embossed. The Diviner's blood is embossed. And Libba Bray. How cool a name is that, Libba Bray? That is the most fantastic name an author could have. I love her name. And I read the blurb, and I cannot wait to read it. But I flipped through it, and look at the chapters. Look at the chapters, little black and white ray. You can get that in books. I must say, you can pick up really good reads, and the cover is just a work of art. I just want to frame. I just want to frame that. I want to frame all of that without these words here. I would frame that. I would make that into a postcard, by the way. So if anybody's watching, like any bookshop or anything, if you wanted a poster without buying the book, I would have that as a poster in my bedroom. I really would. That's nice. That's brilliant cover. I love it. By the way, I don't buy books based on the covers. I buy books based on friends' recommendations. If I pick it up, I will read it. I buy books if the blurb is good. I will get books at the library if I've read them before. Yeah, I don't get books based on the cover, basically, because the cover is only there to make you want to buy it. But I do like covers. I do like it that it's going to sit nice on my bookshelf. I do like that concept. But book covers are there to entice you, to make you want to buy it. I would suggest you read the back first before you make the decision to buy it, or come on YouTube or go on review sites and then make your mind up whether you want to read the book or whether that book is going to be for you. A book that people have recommended or has a hype might not be the right book for you, and you might want to go out and pick more books based on what you like. So you might not read young adult, you might read adult books, you might not like historical 1920s fiction, you might like historical fiction, you know, but don't go out and buy a book if it has a lot of hype surrounding it, because it might not be your cup of tea. But if you want to, you know, broaden your reading horizons, go ahead. That has been my kind of birthday book with one book. Impressive, right? One book, but oh my god, is a book. One book and a review, you lucky people. Bookworm. I'm a bookworm, and I am so proud of being a bookworm. This has been my thoughts of The Maze Runner. I hope I didn't spoil it too much for you. Please let me know in the comments if you have read The Maze Runner, and what did you think of The Maze Runner? Did you think it was a bit Lord of the Flies-esque, or did you not think it was Lord of the Flies-esque? Was it a bit, was an original concept being set in a maze? What are your thoughts of it being set in a maze? This has been my thoughts on The Maze Runner and a birthday book haul. I am bookworming off now. Bye bye.